So we're going to start by making sure our hair is very wet. There's no water in our shampoo, and what you're used to using is like 70% water. I'm going to go in and make sure we're real clean first, and then I'm going to hand you a mirror and clean it again so that you can see what I'm doing. But this is our clarifying shampoo. And because we've got a little bit of hard water and a little bit of flaky situation, at least until we get a good filtered shower head routine going, this is going to be what I recommend as your take home for you. It is 70% pharmaceutical grade aloe vera gel instead of water. What's that?
I could smell it.
The aloe?
Yeah.
Okay. So it does also have chamomile and horsetail and nettle, all good things that are going to help nourish your scalp. So on the off chance that what we're seeing is just dry, itchy, flaky and not anything serious, this will help take care of it.
For the aloe vera, I can we have a plant in our backyard, and so whenever I burn myself, I cut it and I can use it. Like that.
Oh.
I can always smell it. I feel like it does have a smell.
You are probably right, and I'm sure freshly cut aloe has more stronger smell.
Yeah.
Okay. The cool thing about aloe in terms of hair care, though, is that it acts as a delivery system. So it's able to penetrate deeper into the hair, and it itself has 20 out of 25 amino acids, and 7 out of 8 of the essential ones. So it's packing in a good bit of protein, which is excellent for hair. Protein is what allows hair to bend without breaking and snapping off. It's also what our hair is made of. So most water-based products can't actually get past that lipid layer, so they're all just like that top layer or even just external. So a lot of water-based hair care products are really only focused on what our hair can feel like, but not necessarily the health of the interior, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm going to have you turn to the window and then turn to the wall for me. You can finish the song if you know it. I wouldn't worry about it. It was the 2000s. All right, go ahead and hold this, and I'll walk you through it. So first things first, we want to make sure our hair is extra wet with water before we get started, right? There is no water in the shampoo, but water is what activates the surfactants. So once our hair is really wet, we're going to take just a little bit of our shampoo.
Okay, just a little bit?
Yeah. We're going to get it going on our hands first. That's going to aid in distribution so that we're not overusing it. Right? So we got a good bit going.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we for sure are going to work all the way in this way and come back. And then work all the way in this way and come back.
Got it.
And then work all the way from this way and come back. And then we're going to keep working that in a little bit. And I think that you'll notice there's a little bit of suds, but it's not obnoxious, right? So for us, there's no foam filling agents. It's lathering as a sign of how clean our hair is. So if it's not lathering right away, we're just going to do a little bit of this and just add that little bit more water so that we're making sure all of the surfactants are activated, and then keep going. You see how much more lather that just got?
Yeah.
Excellent. So when we say things like rinse and repeat, for us, it's more about making sure that we're getting an effective clean all through the scalp area and less about actually rinsing everything out and then doing it again, right? Okay. So we're going to make sure the scalp itself has a lot of good lather all the way around. Right? And then we're just going to use our fingers to pull everything through. So from here, there's nothing else on our hair. We've scrubbed off whatever product might be on there. We've scrubbed off whatever hard water might be on there. So we're truly able to feel what our hair should feel like underneath all of it. And for us, our clarifying shampoo is still hydrating, and it's got a lot of that good protein in it, so it shouldn't make your hair feel dry. Okay. But because there's nothing else on our hair, we should be able to run our fingers all the way through in this state without finding tangles and split ends near the end, right? So if your split ends start holding hands in this state, it's time to book the next one. Okay. If we're struggling to run our fingers through with conditioner, we're overdue. Because that conditioner can mask it, right?
Yeah.
And then by all means, if your fingers aren't able to get this good of a scrub, that's what this other guy's for, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as long as we're doing little circles, pull it through, right? Little circles, pull it through. Perfect. The goal is to not add any extra tangles to the system, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you're right, we don't want to put too much tension on wet hair. Turn this way. Make sure I get all the way back here. And then over here. And then I'm noticing just a little bit of lack of lather over here, so I'm just going to double check it. And this is where we might add just a smidge more just to make sure we get it, right? So you know what you're looking for. And I'm going to show you what you're feeling for here in a second too. Right? Okay. Turn again all the way to the window. I'm just going to make sure I'm able to detangle all the way back here as well. It's a lot of lather from just a little bit of shampoo, right? So you could tell that that first go round didn't lather too much until we kept working it. Perfect. All right, to the window again for me. I go in the same order because of the song, because I'm ridiculous.
I still don't know what song we're referring to.
It's okay. Turn the other side. Okay, so I'm just going to gently squeeze. We don't want to twist it, right? Okay. And go ahead and run your fingers through and see what clean should feel like. It's a little rubbery and a little spongy.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what we're looking for when we're looking for actually clean. Okay. And then because we know what clean feels like, we're going to really know what condition feels like, right? Because you're going to be able to tell the slip of conditioner and adjust. But for today, I'm actually going to start with a treatment for us. So we don't have to necessarily watch this step. I'm hoping that we adjust our routine and not need a full treatment at home.
Oh, for the questions about bald spots, do you notice any bald spots?
I don't.
Okay.
I do notice a lot of baby hair, which can be a good sign. It means that at least our hair is growing in still. Mm-hmm. There's a couple of them that feel more like they might be breakage related up here in the front that I want to keep a closer eye on as we continue forward together. And that can be from how we're setting our hair overnight, maybe, if it's still really wet up through there and just too much tension is causing that. With how close it is to your scalp, though, it can be more brushing related if we're too rough with a brush in that area, or if we're sleeping on our face at all.
I do.
Okay. Knowing that it's probably a tension related thing up through here, just keep an eye out for any of your habits that might be adding some extra stress to our hair, especially near the roots area. And keep me posted. Okay, so go ahead and feel what conditioner feels like for you. Right? Mm-hmm. So if we know what clean hair feels like and we know what conditioned hair feels like, if there's any place that still feels like it's clean and not conditioned, we know to just adjust how much conditioner we're using, right? Perfect.
I'm losing a lot of hair. Am I going bald?
You're actually not. This is an average amount of hair considering we don't brush for 3 days. Yep. Mm-hmm.
It might not be I was just losing a lot of hair, it might have been I'm just like not
brushing. That's, yeah. Based on what I'm seeing is really just we lose a certain amount of hair on a daily basis. And because we're not brushing it out on a daily basis, it's just hanging out in there. And especially with what was on our hair that was making it a little sticky, like it's literally just hanging on to the next hair. And so on wash day, we now have 3 days worth all come out at the same time.
Yeah, it's probably that.
Okay. The main thing is that we don't necessarily want to scratch it. I know that might feel better, but if it is actually fungal and then we scratch it, we make a worse fungal problem because now it's inside the skin. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to do a good rinse through, and then I'm going to follow it up with a different conditioner. And so everything we're using is completely water soluble. So it's going to do what it needs to do to the hair, but it's not going to leave a residue behind. And so by not leaving a residue behind, we're able to put the conditioner all over the hair, right? And not just the ends. But we're not worried about it leaving a buildup behind on our scalp or irritating anything or leaving that sticky feeling on our hair.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. A little bit of conditioner is going to go a long way, right? And because we know what clean hair feels like and conditioned hair feels like, we're going to know if we need a little adjustment to how much we're using. For sure, as our hair gets longer, we might need to add a little more. But for the most part, that little bit goes a long way. So this is our curl enhancing conditioner. It's still aloe based, but it also has rice and keratin amino acids. So we're adding some extra protein that's better for curls. It's going to be able to get through all three of those layers. And it also has some moringa and absinia oils, so it's able to nourish and feel softer on the outside as well. And the technology in it also allows for it to have a better hold for that like coiled factor. So it's going to help your hair have that memory of the curlier as opposed to weighed down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think my hair has ever actually been coiled.
I mean, it definitely has the potential of something.
Does?
I mean, it's not going to be Shirley Temple.
Anything better than wave is good for me.
Okay. We're going to get the most that your genetics have encoded in them today for sure.
Not much.
Well, it's more than you think it is.
Hey.
Okay. So we're going to let that sit for a good 2 to 3 minutes. If you want to put the mirror down, we're going to do a good hot towel and okay. So that 2 to 3 minutes is usually plenty of time for the conditioner to do its work inside and out.
I'm going to wash it immediately.
Wow.
I leave shampoo in it.
Okay. So yeah, reverse that a little bit. Now, if you're on a medicated shampoo, that one sometimes needs to sit, but otherwise, the shampoo is really just for cleansing. So once it's clean, we're going to let the conditioner sit. Okay. And really, I think just like maybe loosely clipping it up while you wash everything else is plenty of time. Okay. All right. Give that just a second. Come on back. Is that not too hot? Excellent. Okay. Now I'm going to rinse all of that out. And again, just gently squeeze. We don't want to twist it. And we also don't want to do the shaky. Okay.
What's the shaky?
This thing. This way.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
I gotta just my palette like that.
Yeah, that. Okay. That's introducing extra frizz we don't want. Okay. And it's potentially adding some tension in weird places that could be part of that damage for us. Instead, we're going to take a microfiber towel, one for hair, not for cleaning cars. So it should feel plush like your favorite teddy bear and not like feeling every dead skin cell on your hand that you didn't know existed. Okay. All right, you can come on up and I'll take the mirror back from you. Okay, perfect.